Why do I feel disconnected from Allah despite my efforts? Have you ever felt like no matter how much you pray or try to stay close to Allah, something still feels missing? You're not alone. Many Muslims experience this sense of distance even when they are sincerely trying. It can be confusing and sometimes even discouraging. In Islam, the heart plays a vital role in our faith. If the heart becomes hardened or distracted by worldly worries, our connection with Allah weakens. This can happen gradually if we neglect our acts of worship like prayer or delay them. When sins or worldly temptations take over, they create a barrier between the soul and Allah without us noticing right away. The heart's spiritual health directly affects how close we feel to Allah. When it is neglected or filled with sins, the sense of closeness fades. Sometimes, feeling distant comes after committing sins, even if we have repented. This is normal because spiritual growth is not a straight line. After moments of feeling close, you might sense a drop in your spiritual state. This can be a test or a reminder to stay persistent in worship and seek Allah's forgiveness. Remember, worship in Islam is about consistent actions, not just feelings. Regular prayer, reading the Quran, and trusting Allah's mercy help rebuild that bond. Other times, inner issues like pride, hypocrisy, or unresolved sins can block our connection. Simply increasing worship without addressing these inner struggles may not fully restore closeness. True connection needs a holistic approach that involves heart purification, seeking forgiveness, and improving how we treat others. Islam teaches us that our relationship with Allah is linked to how we treat people around us. Showing kindness and humility can strengthen our faith. Daily distractions, emotional exhaustion, or toxic relationships can also drain our spiritual energy. Sometimes Allah allows this distance as a way to guide us to reevaluate our priorities. Recognizing these signs and turning sincerely to Allah in supplication is essential. Allah is closer to us than our jugular vein, meaning He is always near and responsive. When we turn to Him with sincerity, our bond can be renewed. Practical steps to reconnect include praying consistently, even when it feels hard. Reading the Quran with reflection helps us understand Allah's words and feel closer. Making heartfelt dua asking Allah for guidance and closeness is very powerful. Avoiding sins and doubtful actions keeps the heart pure. Remember to engage in dhikr, or remembrance of Allah, throughout the day to keep your heart mindful. Seeking forgiveness often and maintaining hope in Allah's mercy are key. It's also helpful to evaluate your relationships and remove influences that harm your faith. Patience is vital because spiritual states naturally fluctuate. For Muslims who focus on building a strong Muslim identity, modest fashion, Islamic parenting, and spiritual growth, this journey is part of nurturing a balanced life. It's about aligning outward actions with inner sincerity, teaching children about worship and humility, and expressing faith through modesty and good character, all support spiritual health. Growth takes time, patience, and reliance on Allah's mercy. In the end, feeling disconnected despite efforts is often due to spiritual neglect, distractions, or unresolved inner issues. The solution is sincere repentance, consistent worship, heart purification, and turning to Allah with hope and humility. This process helps build a strong connection with Allah and nurtures a healthy, faith-filled life for yourself and your family.